3-Minute Thesis. Tiffany Lachelle Smith, March 24, 2022. Second place and People's Choice winner.
The Black educator is an endangered species and is at risk of being eliminated from the school systems of this country. Now, when Educational Director Beverly Cole made this prediction, she was aware that in 1950, nearly half of all Black professionals in the U.S. were teachers, compared to a quarter of white teachers. And today her prediction rings true, seeing that of the 3.8 million teachers in the entire profession, Black teachers only account for 250,000. So how did there come to be so few Black educators? Some scholars attribute their decline to education policy. They argue that the unintended consequence of Brown v. Board of Education was the wholesale dismissal of thousands of Black teachers. Between the years of 1954 to 1972, over 70,000 Black teachers and administrators lost their jobs because as segregated schools closed, Black students integrated into white schools, but Black teachers did not. Other scholars focus on contemporary factors to understand attrition for Black teachers. They argue that they are dissatisfied because of issues like low salaries, little classroom autonomy, and a lack of involvement in school decision-making. Yet most interesting about these studies is the assumption that when Black teachers leave, they leave as career changers. See, it's this assumption, Black teachers as career changers, that was central to my dissertation study. Scholars continue to overlook a population of Black teachers like me, those who left schools in the U.S. to teach in schools in other countries. After teaching for 2 years in Illinois, I taught in Morocco and the United Arab Emirates. But there is no statistical data about American teachers who teach abroad. Therefore, I questioned, what can we learn about retaining Black teachers by examining those who remained in the profession but left the country to do so? I wanted to understand how their identities and the affective dimensions of their lives influenced their decisions to leave schools in the U.S. Findings from my study suggest that how Black teachers feel about their racialized, gendered, and class lives is pertinent to their transnational migration decisions. When reflecting on their lives as teachers in the U.S., they express quotes like, "I had to keep myself from adopting those kids. There were about 6 student funerals, but I only went to 3. I had to work 3 jobs to afford my adjustable rate mortgage." Imagine the affective dimensions of these sentiments. The exhaustion, the fatigue, the resentment. These are the emotional collisions that result when Black teachers' identities intersect with their lived experiences. These complex emotions push them, not out of the profession, but to teaching positions in other countries. Thank you.